Hello crafters, it's Chris from Crafts with Chris, and thank you guys for being here today. I hope you guys enjoy my latest creation. If you are new here, thanks for stopping by. I do make lots of crafting tutorials using mostly Stampin' Up products. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button and don't forget to ring that bell so you will get notifications whenever I upload a video. Let's go ahead and get started with our project. The new annual catalog from Stampin' Up has just been released. If you are a current customer of mine, you should have already received your catalog in the mail from me. If you become a customer of mine, I will automatically send you out a catalog free in the mail for you to enjoy. We are going to work on a card today using the Sweet Songbirds stamp set in Punch. So if you bundle these two together, you will save an instant 10% off on your order. If you are a demonstrator or become a demonstrator, you will also earn an additional discount on top of that 10%. So if you're interested in becoming a demonstrator, just let me know. I'd love to have you on my team. So let's go ahead. I'm going to bring in the card that we're going to make today. Isn't that super cute? So I'm using 4 out of 5 of the brand new in colors. So you have the Parakeet Party right here. This one is the Orchid Oasis, which is also the card base. You also have the Tahitian Tide, which is this light blue. Then on the inside, I went ahead and used Sweet Sorbet. So let's bring in all the materials. The materials used, you're going to need 2 pieces of scrap, 1 to cut out your bird, and then 1 piece here for your little pieces, your beak and the under breast of the bird. So you will need Parakeet Party and Tahitian Tide. You also will need a piece of the Orchid Oasis. This is your card base. So it's A2 size, which is 8.5 by 5.5, fold at 4 1/4. You're going to need a piece of basic white. This is cut 5 1/4 by 4. That's going to be for the inside. You're also going to need another piece of basic white, which is cut 3.5 by 4, which will be your stamping piece, and then a piece of the In Color 2022-2024 In Color Designer Series paper. I am using a piece of the Parakeet Party. This is cut 5 1/4 by 4, and all the measurements will be in the link of the video. We're also going to use the 2022-2024 In Color Matte Dots. These are awesome. And then your 2022-2024 In Color Baker's Twine to create this. So I'm going to bring in our 2 pieces of basic white to do our stamping. So you're going to need a few colors here. Your Tuxedo Black, the Tahitian Tide, Soft Suede, and then your Orchid Oasis. So I'm going to start with our smaller piece here, and we're going to stamp it on the 4-inch side. So this is the 3.5 and this is the 4. So you're going to want it to be the longer side. I'm going to bring in a piece of scrap paper. In your stamp set, you have this piece of branch. We're going to take that branch and we're going to use our soft suede. You're going to stamp the branch down towards the bottom once, and then you're going to turn it, and we're going to go ahead and stamp it up towards the top, just like that. I'm going to bring in my simple chamois and just wipe that down. I've cut my simple chamois in half. I find it's really easy to work with. So we're going to move on. We're all done with our soft suede, so we can go ahead and put that ink pad away. So in the stamp set, you have a pair of feet. You actually have 2. I'm using the straight-legged feet. There is one with a little curve to one of the legs. This here we're going to ink up in the Memento, and you're going to stamp the feet on each of the branches. Again, I'm just using the simple chamois to clean off my stamps. In your stamp set, you have a large bird and a small bird. We're using the larger bird. We're going to use the Tahitian Tide, and I'm going to go ahead and ink our little bird up, and that bird is going to sit right on the legs on this bottom branch. And then there's also a little part to the bird's wing. We're going to ink that up, and we're going to stamp that down. So again, your simple chamois, I'm just going to wipe these down. You want to go back at some point and run these through your Stampin' scrub with the conditioner to cleanse them. But if you're going to be doing a lot of stamping with one set, use your simple chamois to clean that off in between. Now, before I move any further with stamping, I want to go ahead and punch out this other little bird up here so I can stamp out his eyes. So this is where those scrap pieces of paper will come in handy. You're going to use your Songbird punch. I'm going to need just the Songbird out of there. So I'm going to go towards the edge of the paper, punch that out, and then on here, so all we need is the bird and the wing from the Tahitian Tide. So you're going to need on your parakeet party, you're going to need this little underbelly part. You're going to need that twice. And then you're going to need the little beak twice. And that's all you're going to need punched out of there. So I'm going to get the pieces I need off to the side and get rid of all these other little pieces. Before I continue with my stamping, I want to build this bird over here. I'm going to use the liquid glue, and I'm just going to put a little spot of it on the wing. Then your beak, because it's so small, I know we all have a pair of tweezers, at least one in our craft room somewhere. I find it very easy to just take the tweezers, put a little dot of that glue on there, and then just kind of put the beak down. And then you're going to want to use your liquid glue for the underbelly. Whoa, that's a lot. We'll take some of that off. I'll actually put some of that on here. You just need a little bit of this glue. A little bit goes a long way. So I'm going to put this on underneath the little bird's belly. And then just press that down. Just give it a minute to adhere. And then while I have the glue on this, I'm going to just go ahead and finish off this other bird here. So that's going to go there. You can color that too if you wanted to. I just thought it was cute with the cardstock, but do whatever you want to do. I'm going to take that other little beak, put some glue on that. And we will put that right where the beak goes. Okay, so we have our two little birds. So I'm going to go ahead and close up our glue. We're done using the punch and the glue. What we're going to do is in here, you have two sets of eyes for your bird. I'm going to use these eyes here. And with your memento, just go ahead and give your bird, both the birds, some eyes. How cute. So before we put our memento ink away, this sentiment here, it's your special day, I'm going to stamp that on that piece of basic white that's going to go on the inside. So I'm going to center this. And now we can put our memento ink away. In your stamp set is that tiny little flower. So we're going to bring that in. I'm going to use this sweet sorbet on that flower. And you just want to stamp it on the bottom here, just to give it a little pop of color on the inside. There you go. I'm going to bring in our last ink that we're using, the Orchid Oasis. And we're going to go ahead and I'm going to pop our bird up before I do my stamping because I want to see where I'm going to put the musical notes. I'm just using one Stampin' Up dimensional. And I'm going to pop it up on this white piece of paper. So his feet are underneath. So now we have our two birds right here. In our stamp set, we have A Little Bird Told Me, and you have these cute little musical notes. So we're going to need both of those. I'm going to ink up A Little Bird Told Me, and I'm going to stamp that off to the edge here. And then our musical notes, I'm going to take these guys and kind of put a couple right here above the birds. So that is it for our stamping. And now we're just going to finish putting the card together. I have the in color twine, the 2022-2024 in color twine. I'm going to use the Orchid Oasis color. You have all the different in colors, so I'm using this for the bottom here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with one end, and I'm going to angle it down and then come through on the other corner and then angle it up to give it a crisscross effect. And I'm going to do that twice. And then you can always adjust it once you have it on. So once you have that, you're going to have your little string hanging off on one side, and then you want to give yourself enough string to hang off on the other side. And I find the easiest thing to do is bring in your tape. Take a little piece. Nobody's going to see the back. Make sure that you have it so it is crisscross there, and then just go ahead and put your piece of tape on the back. Make sure it's on the card base and not over it. And then you're going to do the same thing for your other piece here. So just make sure you adjust everything before you tape it down. Perfect. And then just tape that little end down. And then you have this cute little crisscross pattern here with your string. Isn't that super cute? So I'm going to bring in our card base. I'm going to just give that a fold in half. And then I always like to bring in my bone folder and give that a good crease. We're going to take our designer series paper. You can decide which side you want to use. This one I use the dots. I think I'm going to use this almost plaid-like pattern. So I'm going to tape this directly down to the front using my Stampin' Seal. So that's what you want to do, is just tape that to the front. And then this guy here, you can tape it down, you know, so it's like that. I thought giving it a little twist was cute. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put my adhesive here. And then I'm just going to twist this a little. There we go. Isn't that cute? And then let me glue on the inside before we decorate it with our matte dots. So we're going to take that piece of basic white that we stamped earlier, and that's going to go right on the inside of your card. What a cute birthday card for somebody. And then to finish this off, these awesome matte decorative dots, the 2022-2024 in colors, we're going to take the 3 of them here. I'm going to do the colors we use, the coordinating colors. So this is the Orchid Oasis. So I'm going to put a dot here. Then I'm going to bring in the Tahitian Tide. And then to finish it off, we'll do the Parakeet Party. So there is the card. Isn't that cute? Here are both of the cards today with the different background just flipped over. So I hope you guys enjoyed creating this card today, and take advantage of that 10% discount when you buy the Sweet Songbirds and the Punch together in that bundle. And if you guys are interested in joining my team, I would love to have you. We have a lot of fun. I'll leave the information in the link of the video. And if you ever have any questions, just contact me. I hope you guys enjoyed making this card today.